Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. Check it out. This is the nationwide pet insurance plan that we recommend at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. Now, I've been recommending this or suggesting this for quite a long time, but I didn't actually get it going until the end of last year, 2019. So for 2020, all my guinea pigs are insured. Now that doesn't include the fosters, but all of my personal pigs are now insured through nationwide insurance. So I highly suggest you consider this or look into it, and I'll give you more information in this video. So please watch the whole thing because I don't want you to miss any of the details, because I'm going to go through the process of making a claim. And not only that, I'm going to show you what you get when you purchase a plan through Nationwide. Now, Nationwide isn't giving me anything for this. However, if you do sign up and you mention my name, I think they might give me some kind of an Amazon gift card or something, and who couldn't use, a couple bucks to spend on guinea pig supplies on Amazon. So if you do want to mention me, or if you want that those proceeds to go to the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, you can mention that the LA Guinea Pig Rescue specifically recommended this to you. So in this video, we're going to walk through the steps of making a claim, and we're going to see everything that they give you when you sign up. So let's just get into it right now. So here's my vet bill for my appointment with Nails and Piggy Smalls. It was very nice of Dr. Camphor not to charge anything for seeing Piggy Smalls in addition to Nails. But you can see right here, $262 for the physical exam and 2 x-rays. According to what I understand, I should be able to get 90% of this cost back after a $50 deductible. So 90% of $212. What's that? 90 times 2, 180 and some change. That ain't no chump change. That's real money. That's money that can go to food. That's money that can go to gas. That's money that can go to supplies, to be fostering and saving other pigs, and to be spoiling my babies. Not to mention, I got to eat something if I'm going to be strong enough to care for these guys. So let's get into the weeds here. So this is the packet that Nationwide sent me, and they sent me a packet like this for every single one of the pigs that are insured. I now belong to a different kind of company where members come first. By the way, you guys, I'm not getting any kickbacks or anything. This is not a sponsored video. Quite the opposite. What Nationwide offers is something that we recommend at the Guinea Pig Rescue, and how can I recommend something without really doing it myself? I've already spent thousands of dollars in 2019, and I'm not going to make that mistake this year. So this is what it says, and let's look at the next page. So here you can see the breakdown of Nails' policy. There you go, exotic guinea pig, very exotic. Here you can see that the cost of his insurance plan is $75.60, and because I insured more than one guinea pig or one pet, there was an $8.40 discount off of this policy. And that's going to add up. I'm not going to read everything here, but you can freeze frame this and read it if you want, but I highly suggest investigating or investing in this. So here we go. Benefit provisions. We will pay 90% of the current services, blah, blah, blah.
Is established and published per incident during each policy, blah, blah, blah. We pay all claims according to the enclosed benefit schedule, blah, blah, blah. The payments now, there is a maximum of $2,000 per accident or illness for each policy term. But you know, it's better than nothing. And who has that kind of money to just, I'm not saying that it's throwing your money away to spend it on a vet, but insurance makes it so that you're not spending more than you have to.
I guess this is the important part. This policy will not pay for injury or illness contracted, manifested, or incurred prior to the policy effective date. But he is, okay, internal parasites, preventive treatment and diagnostics for condition related to parasites, routine care, examinations, vaccinations, congenital defects, elective procedures, cosmetic, blah, 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 breeding, conditions to breeding, surgical removal of reproductive organs. So they don't do neuters. Boarding, special diets, diseases, blah, blah, blah. So on this page, this is all the benefits that they do cover.
Blah, blah, blah. This, I don't want to bore you guys with this stuff. There's even bird information here. Column, primary, secondary. Okay, I'm not a lawyer or a doctor. Yeah, what is this page? Definitions of coverage, blah, blah. This can be very confusing. They do have a number where you can talk to somebody. Important policy provisions, exclusions, provisions, effective date, deductible, blah, blah. What's this one? Important information. In the event I need to contact someone, this is the number to contact them. What? Unable to contact or obtain satisfaction from, I can contact the California Insurance Department, Consumer Affairs. So this is like, if these guys, if I feel like they're not being straight with me, then I can contact these people.
So here's the claim form. Claim details. Hospital, clinic. Is there a place where I'm supposed to put the codes in? Wellness, injury or illness. What injury or illness did the vet diagnose? And I guess, you know, we're still trying to figure out with Nails specifically if there is an illness. It's not like he was diagnosed with heart disease. It's just he seemed to have possibly some fluid in the lungs, so we're treating that. Clinic name, treatment dates, signature. It's actually a lot, this form is a lot less complicated than I thought.
And then this is the back of that claim form. Have I included everything? Ask your vet's office for copies of the treatment record and submit them with your claim. I have that already. And you can always, you know, it probably makes sense the first time you know, or I do this, that before I send this in the mail, I call them and say, hey, this is what I think is the correct way to do this. You know, before you get, they include claim forms. I don't know if they just include one. Okay, now here is another page. What do we do with your personal information? Blah, 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 blah. Reasons we share your personal information. Is it my information or Nails' information? If you're not comfortable with that, they got a number. This is all boilerplate legal stuff, I'm sure. Yes, and I showed you this before. This page right here is actually what came from the vet office. So this is what shows how much I paid and what the costs were. So, this must be something, I'm not sure. I have to read the fine print again. If I need to actually include a copy of this, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Before I send it out, I'm going to call them and make sure that I've done it correctly.
So I just Googled nationwide pet claim form and I found the PDF, which allows you to fill it out. I'm going to print one just to have it. And I'll probably do this. I haven't decided if I'm going to do this paperwork or if I'm going to file it on the internet. But I found it very easily. Okay, thank you very much. So I just got off the phone with Nationwide Insurance and they explained how to do the claim, and everything that you can do with the paperwork you can do online, and you can fill out the PDF claim form online. And Haley, who I talked to at Nationwide, she said that it would be easier and faster to submit it online. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that basically means I just need to scan a copy of my prescription I got and a copy of the receipt from Dr. Camphor's, from the vet, and then also there's a discharge notice which Dr. Camphor wrote that explains everything that she did for Nails. So basically include that. And I had some questions because it says you need to include itemized invoices, and I thought that I needed to list on a separate sheet of paper all of the different things that I paid for, but no, it just means that they want to see both of these instead of just a receipt, they actually want to see, like, well, what did I pay for? And on this page it says physical exam, which Dr. Camphor didn't charge me for, so bless her heart, but the 2 radiographs. So the 2 radiographs and the prescription cost is what I am going to be trying to get reimbursed for. And the total of that is $284.97. So that's 2 x-rays and the LASIX. The LASIX was only $22.47, so you could extrapolate how much the 2 x-rays cost. So I'm going to fill out the rest of this. That means I have to scan. I think I said that already. I have to scan these and then send them like a PDF or a JPEG or whatever, those images. And she said that there's a place where I can upload all of those. I don't think I do it in email, so I'm going to do that when I get to that stage. I'll show you. Okay, so I've gone to Nationwide, and it's really just my.petinsurance.com. And so I've got to register. I'm going to register that. And then we'll keep going. But you got to register in order to file a claim. Okay, so I successfully registered. And now I'm in my account overview, and look, you can see these are all of my piggies, and everybody's insured. So there's Nails, and then I would just go and let's see, where does it say? View claims history. So I guess maybe where do I file a claim? I'll figure that out. You don't have to log in. You just hit the submit a claim button, and then of course they verify who you are through your claims and all that information. So here's where it is. Submit a claim form for your security, enter your email address, and then they'll send a verification code. So I guess that's why I don't have to be logged in. So I got my verification code. I'm submitting that. This is really exciting. Okay, so I fill out my info. I'll do that. Okay, now they want me to submit my pet information. So that's Nails, and then I type his policy number. Okay, so now I put in the information. I don't have to do an end date for treatment, just the day that the visit happened. Okay, so you couldn't not put an end date, so I just had the end date be the same date as the beginning, and I'm writing the same thing that I wrote on the claim form. This is the claim online, but I imagine that I will include the forms coming up on either step 3 or 4. So just got to do the total. Oh, there's the attachments. So there we go. Medical records, invoices, receipts, and I will also include the claim form. Okay, I uploaded all those images. Now they want me to accept the terms and conditions.
Have I attached everything I need? Want to track the status of my claim? Need more claim forms? Have any questions? Blah, blah, blah. Not applicable in Nebraska, personally, knowingly. I don't know. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Tennessee residents resigning for California. Okay. Okay. Going to accept it.
And then I'm going to submit it. Did you know you can also submit claims on the go? Oh, I could do it on an app. I think it would be easier for me to just do it on the desktop. Dun dun dun, my claim was committed, so they're going to send me an email and let me know. Boom, print this page. I don't need to. So overall, that was pretty painless. I guess I'm going to have to wait a few days to find out. I'm sure they're going to take my claim. I'm sure that I will get something back, or I'd like to think so. What's the point of insurance if it never works? So, and they don't know that I'm doing a video about this, and we recommend nationwide insurance at the rescue, but I'm not sure. I personally don't know anybody who has made a claim for the insurance. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going through this. I want to go through this with you guys so that we can all see how this process works, see how much money I get back, see how much I get reimbursed. Because, I just spent $300. We still don't even really know what the problem is. We know that he's got hooting and that his x-rays are showing cloudy lungs. So he's still got to go back for the follow-up, and who knows what is going to happen. So, you know, sometimes these animals can be a bottomless pit of money, and that's where the nationwide insurance comes in. And you've got to get it before your piggies are sick, or it's a pre-existing condition. In some cases they won't cover you, and even if they do, you can't like say, oh, I need to go to the vet tomorrow, I'm going to go get insurance, because there's a 2-week waiting period. And if your piggies are, you know, really sick, waiting 2 weeks it's not right, and you know, you could end up without a piggy if you wait. So the next thing we're going to see is how much I got reimbursed. So I'll continue this video when that happens. Okay, so you see the submitted amount and the payment amount, and then I clicked on that. This top document is my explanation of benefits, and I clicked on this here. Okay, so they've called it asthma or bronchitis or something. They said the treatment and the testing. So this stuff can be kind of confusing, and I already had a pretty good experience with the customer service. So I figure the easiest thing to do is call and get an explanation by someone who really understands how their system works. Okay, so I just got off the phone with Nationwide, and it makes a little bit more sense. So, and all the math checks out. It's a little bit confusing though. So for any diagnosis, your plan will cover a certain amount. And so that and it's for, I guess it's for specific diagnoses, as you know, like an individual diagnosis. If your piggy is diagnosed with this, then during the course of that illness and that treatment, there's a maximum that they will cover. And if your piggy is diagnosed with something else, then there's also a maximum amount. That way it spreads throughout the year. Okay, so in this specific case, Nails, so they diagnosed this as asthma or bronchitis. Now, my plan covers up to $200 of treatment, or sorry, they diagnosed Nails' illness as asthma or bronchitis, and so they will cover up to $200 of testing and $150 for treatment. That would be that includes the exam, any injections or hospitalizations or treatments like medicines. So remember, they're covering up to 90%, or remember, they're covering 90% of the costs minus your $50 deductible. So, and that in this case is under the umbrella of each specific type of treatment. So even though my 2 x-rays cost $262, there's a maximum of $200 that they will cover. Okay, but then you also have to remember that there's a $50 deductible. And of that 200, this is where I got sort of confused, because they will cover me and eventually reimburse me $200. But because of the structure of it, right, so this $200 that's covered, they're going to do 90% of that. Okay, so 90% minus my $50 deductible. And so here's how that worked. They also covered my treatment. So I had a $50 deductible. The medication was only $22.47. Okay, and the remainder of the $50 deductible then gets applied to the testing. So essentially, when you take 90% of 200 and then subtract 27.53, you end up with the 155.22. Now, why they only cover $200 for asthma bronchitis in the testing department, that's something else entirely. So my total bill was $284, is what I was claiming. Okay, and so that's the $262 for the testing plus the $22 for the medicine. So my deductible completely covered the medicine, okay, and then the leftover amount was applied to the x-rays. So when you subtract the x-ray amount, so essentially the amount, so basically, yeah, if you add up, it's very confusing. If you add up the testing and the treatment that they would cover, you get $222.47, because that's how much the maximum of the tests and how much the medicine cost. Then you subtract out the $50 deductible and also 90%, and then that's where you get the amount that you're reimbursed. Now, money's money, and even though all said and done, I paid $284, okay, and I'm getting $155 back. Yes, that's only 50%, but in some ways, okay, the maximum that I am allotted is the luck of the draw based on what the illness is, but based on the total of $222, I'm getting $155 back. Now, I'll take it. This may not seem like much, but also think about this. BB's in the background watching the sunset. Think about this. $300 is enough to cover 3 pigs and some change, okay, for the whole year. And getting $155 back, right, that means I only had to pay $150, you know, less than that. So I already saved what basically the cost of 2 of my guinea pigs premiums. They're giving me back $155. Now, my premiums were only $75 or so, right, per pig. So in a sense, you know, if you look at this, it already paid for itself. So I'm glad I have it. Getting something back is better than nothing. You know how insurance companies can be. There's all these hoops to jump through, and there's all this fine print. And I did my best to sort of explain it. At the end of the conversation, you know, I was like, well, I'll just, I don't know if I would be able to figure it out to the penny on my own, but once I walk through it, it makes sense and it feels, or it seems reasonable. So again, I'll put a link in the description, but this is the pamphlet. So I'll put a link in the description. This is the pamphlet that we get and we give out at the guinea pig rescue. If you want to specifically talk to Mustafa, Mustafa's at extension 6274, and he can tell him that I sent you, or that the LA Guinea Pig Rescue sent you, but I think I'll get like some kind of a Amazon gift card or something, and I can always order some things for the animals with that. So every little bit helps, but I'm not doing this as some kind of a sponsored video. I'm doing this because we recommend it at the rescue. I've gotten it for my piggies, and I really wanted to see if it would save me money, and it already is. So maybe the next time you're faced with a life and death situation, or you're just like, I don't know if I should go for the x-ray or whatever, if the doctor says that it's going to help them make the correct diagnosis to get an x-ray, you shouldn't be concerned with the money. You should be concerned with going the best route for health. That's what you would do for yourself and for your human family, so why wouldn't you do it for your animals? I highly recommend doing this, at least giving them a call and seeing how much it would cost. Here's the number. You could just Google it, I'm sure. And as I said, I'll put the links and everything in the description. So thank you guys. I know maybe this was a boring video. Definitely dry, but I think it's important. Well, the check came. Look at that. I'm going to choose deposit. Just put it in my checking for now. Check, baby. That didn't take too long. Complete deposit. All in all, you know, it's a positive experience. There's all these, you know, fine print and clauses and things, so, you know, maybe I expected to get a little bit more back, but I'm happy that I got something back and that the insurance is working. So that's the Nationwide Pet Insurance. Check it out for yourself. I'll put the contact information again right here. Here's the insurance information. They even do birds. I gotta get BB on it too. There's the number. These are all the animals that they cover. So check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you enrolled? Have you gotten insurance for your animals? Let me know. Well, it's really easy to get caught up in the money and all the doctor's bills and get upset, but it's important to remember why we're doing it in the first place. It's because we love these guys. Yeah, that's what it's about.